Hello everyone and welcome back to This Week in Mythic Plus. Now this week we have Tyrannical, which means that boss enemies are going to have more HP and do more damage. Bolstering, which means that when a non-boss enemy goes down, all of the other enemies in combat are going to receive a buff to damage and HP, which does stack. Grievous, which means that when a player dips below 90% HP, they will get a stacking debuff that will cause them to lose 2% HP every 2 seconds. And this effect does stack up to 5 times. And since we are still in Season 1, we have Infest, which means that mobs will be infested by Gahoon, and when they die, 2 spawns of Gahoon will come out. They will try to infest the nearest non-boss enemy, so make sure you take them down. Now tanks. This week, keep your pulls to about 4 to 6 mobs because of bolstering. You don't want that to get out of hand. You do also want to save your defensive cooldowns either for high bolstering stacks with trash or tyrannical bosses that are going to be hitting you very hard this week. Also make sure you bring food to try to eat in between pulls to help your healer recover from Grievous. And stun, snare, and nuke all of the spawns of Gahoon as soon as they spawn. DPS. Try to DPS all of the mobs down as evenly as possible this week to help counter bolster. Also use your DPS cooldowns this week on trash and use lust on bosses. Also save your defensive cooldowns this week for big boss damaging abilities to survive those. And stun, snare, and nuke the spawns of Gahoon as soon as they spawn. Also try to bring some food or get some conjure food before you go into a dungeon. Eating between pulls to help take off Grievous will help your healer save a lot of time and mana. Healers, this week bring your AoE and group heals. Also make sure you bring water because you are going to have to keep everyone above 90% in order to take off Grievous. If you can, also help with stuns and knockbacks on the spawns of Gahoon to help nuke them down as well. And tank healing will actually ramp up as bolster stacks go up, meaning that those trash mobs will be applying Grievous if they have enough bolstering stacks as well by making the tank dip low. Overall this week, just make sure you bring food and water to help either get rid of Grievous between pulls or keep your mana up, nuke the trash as evenly as possible to counter bolster, and lust on the hard tyrannical bosses. This is going to be a week where pushing is going to be more difficult than other weeks, so try to get your 10 done for the week. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, good luck out there.